What's up guys? So today I'm joined by my cousin because he's here, and because he's here we're making videos together. So this video is about unusual places you have to visit if you come to France. Why do you have to visit those places? Oh yes, did I tell you that this video is with my cousin? Yes, good. So those places are so unusual and so freaking amazing, and you so have to visit them because, I mean, they are so freaking crazy that we never visited any of those. What did you expect? It's logic, let me explain. We are French. If you're Spanish, you live in Spain, you don't visit Spain. Why? Because you're Spanish! Logic. We're French, we don't visit France. So long story short, here is 15 unusual, freaking amazing places in France that you have to visit in your life. And this title is pretty long and will probably not be the final title of the video, but you get what I mean. I hope you'll enjoy.
So number one is the les amphithéâtres d'art. So that would be the Roman theaters of Arles. We actually call it amphithéâtre in French because amphi means double in Greek, so it's like two theaters, and it makes it, well, basically a round theater. Just like the Colosseum, they were arenas, which meant they were used by gladiators for the purpose of killing each other. So it's a building that's roughly 130 meters long. To give you an idea of scale, 130 meters long, that might be roughly 200 Ernests.
Fuck you! So the second place is the Square Head in Nice. Why am I talking about this place? Because that's my city. And you know what's in my city? Me. But also this Square Head library that you can see here. But I mean, it doesn't have much, it's just, you know, a square head building that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. No, but seriously, it is a big deal because it's a square head building. Have you ever seen a square head building in your life? No, you don't! But what I want you to understand is that it's a library. A pretty, really freaking cool library! So yeah, like really, if you come to Nice, you do have to get there.
So the third one is the Musée Robert Tatin in Cossé-le-Vivien, which is a place. And the museum itself is a collection of monsters. It's full of them. You'd have monsters with mouths. There's also this group of the five senses, except there are only three. Well, actually, one of them is not a sense. Actually, there's this statue, which I suppose is a woman. I suppose. Oh, and there's this. And there's actually the statue of Ernest there.
Ha ha ha! So funny.
I think so.
Okay, number 4. It's the Chêne Chapelle d'Allouville. It's a chêne with a chapelle in Allouville. No, but more seriously, that's what it is. The chêne is the oak, so it's an oak, a giant oak. Une chapelle is a chapel, so it's a giant oak with a chapel inside, so it's a oak pole or a chapel. And je sais pas quoi dire de plus. Oh yes, no, I do know what to add. It's in Allouville, and Allouville, just like what was the name already of the other one? Le Tatin!
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, just like this place, it's a place. And why is it freaking amazing? Well, first of all, because I'm pretty sure that you've never seen a chapel in an oak in your life. So that's one. The second one is that it's 800 years old. That's a pretty freaking old tree. I mean, it's about as old as the jokes that Thomas is doing on myself. And well, I think that it's already pretty cool.
Number 5 is actually me. It's a lion. Le Lion de Belfort. The Lion of Belfort. It's a lion statue that commemorates a battle during a war between France and Germany, or Prussia at the time. Another cool fact about it, it was actually sculpted by Bartholdi who happens to be the sculptor of the Statue of Liberty in New York. And that's pretty much all that I know about it. That's it. But you can still look at my magnificent mane.
And I have to live with that. Anyway, number 6 is the Gothic Cathedral of Clermont-Ferrand. This cathedral has something freaking amazing! It's black. Yes, I'm sorry, you can say whatever, you can be racist, you can be not racist, you can be... But being black is freaking amazing, because when you're black, you're black. And I mean, black is cool because it's like a color of my soul, of my heart, because I'm dead inside. This cathedral was firstly created in the 5th century. That's like 4th, so that's 5th. Also, it has a crypt in it. And you know what it means. When it has a crypt, it's cryptic.
So the 7th one is La Carrière des Lumières in les Baux-de-Provence. So it used to be a quarry, a stone pit, which is a pit with stones in them. So it's called La Carrière des Lumières because there are lights inside. And that's pretty much all I can say about it.
So number 8, this one is a special dédicace. Do we say that in English? Special? Those are 2 places, but both at the same place. So we are saying that that's only one place because they are both in the same place, which is called Blois. That's in France, yes. That's near Paris, yes. Well, you didn't know that, but yes. That's near Paris and in France, not Paris, Texas. Paris, France. And those places are freaking amazing! Once again, I didn't go there, so maybe they are not. But they look freaking amazing because it's like Harry Potter in real life. So those places are the Mechanical Dragon of Blois and the Chamber of Secrets of Catherine Medici. So the Mechanical Dragon is a mechanical dragon. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about that. And the second thing is the Chamber of Secrets of Catherine de Medici. And this is freaking amazing and absolutely not creepy because she was a poisoner. You know, like poison ivy, but less sexy. And so what she did was making poisons because she was a poisoner. Yes! And she had a Chamber of Secrets with basilisks, with like a sword, the Gryffindor sword, and with like a talking hat, and with like a phoenix, and with... Oh no, that's Harry Potter, that's like the legit Harry Potter. Her was just like hidden cabinets with like all the poison that she made. But that's still pretty cool. And deadly. Just like the basilisk. Oh yeah, and that aside, she was also a queen for many years. Woman power!
So the next one is La Fontaine Pétrifiante.
Pétrifiée.
No, actually, Pétrifiante.
What?
Yes. De Réautier. It's actually a good question. It wasn't a question, but Ernest meant it as a question, I'm sure.
Yes!
So actually, it is not a fountain that is petrified. It is a fountain that petrifies.
Magic!
It's actually coming from a source, which means it carries a lot of calcium. And it calcifies itself. It's in the middle of a natural park in France.
In Réautier.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And the cool thing about it is there's actually a legend. And the sad thing about it, it's a shitty one. It's boring as fuck. 5 centuries ago, a man was traveling, going home to see his wife. He was trying to get home as fast as possible, and he was caught in a storm. And at the end of the storm, he thought he was being attacked by a dragon with sharp teeth. And the man must have been drinking massively because it was actually the stone fountain. That's the entire story.
Okay, the 10th one is Les Faux. Wait a second, technical issue. Les Faux de Verzy. The freaking cool thing about that is that faux is false, but faux is also scythe, and scythe is a pretty cool word and a pretty cool thing because you know, you just like scythe things, not really, but that's really cool. And the other cool thing about faux is that it's un être. And you know what un être is? No, because être is not faux in English, because être is beechwood. No, not beech like with sand, and no, not. Why are they so cool? Because I mean there are trees everywhere. You don't believe me? There are trees right there. But the faux de Verzy are trees that just like, you know, it's hard to describe. So I will just put a picture here. Pretty cool, right? And they are freaking everywhere in Verzy. There's like a full forest of those trees. And one of these trees is freaking amazing, as you can see. So imagine a forest. It's kind of like, you know, when you see an otter. I mean, there's not much link between an otter and a tree, but when you see an otter, you're just like, oh, that's so cute, oh, so cutie cute, and everything. And when you see a bunch of otters, you're just like,
So the 11th one is an oven. It's a giant solar oven. It can get to the temperature of something like 4,000 degrees in a few seconds, which is incredibly rare and impressive. And it's actually a kind of nice thing to look at. I think that's it, actually. I've never been there. You should.
Okay, so number, I don't remember which number we are, but we are at this number, is the first Dion in the city of Tonnerre. Legit, just by the name you need to get there, because, I mean, the city is called Thunder. That's just, I mean, that's enough for me to get there. But if it's not to you, so, les fosses Dion that you can see here, maybe, are a water pit in the middle of a city. You'd be like, oh yeah, let's go hang out near the freaking amazing water pit that goes super deep with like water going from everywhere and just like, what? So yeah, favorite one out of all the list for me. Actually not true, because the next one I will talk about is my favorite one, but second favorite one in this list for me.
So the next one are caves. They're called Avant Armand, which is actually Armance. If you take a list of first names in French, just before Armand is Armance. Avant Armand.
Yeah!
So those caves, they have remarkable stalactites and stalagmites and columns. I haven't been there, and you should go, definitely.
So now, last but not least, for me, because that's not the last one, because Thomas is going to do the last one, but this is the last but not least for me, because that's my freaking favorite, and that's a tomb. Yeah, I'm one of those creepy guys who love tombs, because tombs can be freaking amazing. Don't believe me? Just watch. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, bam-bam. Like this is where there's the dead body of Jules Verne. Actually, I'm not even sure there's his dead body underneath, but it's meant to be the sepulcher, the have no bloody idea if it's a word in English, but la sépulcre de Jules Verne. And Jules Verne is no one but 20 milieux sous les mers guy. And if you don't know who he is, that probably doesn't ring a bell. So, he's an author, a novelist, who made some of the greatest work in like pretty much the history of the world. This is completely subjective, you might hate it, although if you hate it, I hate you. No, I'm kidding. I mean, if you want a bit more to better understand the character, he's pretty much the father of steampunk. I mean, I could have told you to just go and see the tomb of Oscar Wilde, you know, the guy who created The Importance of Being Myself, but that wouldn't be cool because everyone is going there. But also there's the fact that I freaking love Jules Verne!
The very last one is l'Abbaye de Jumièges, that is Jumièges Abbey. And at some point in the Middle Ages it was abandoned, and it was left abandoned for centuries. It's a magnificent, very tall building. It is, if you will, a most romantic place. It is stunning and quite moving. And
it's basically French.
It is. It really is. And that's it. And
oh yeah! Putain! Putain! And this is the end of freaking super amazing, unusual places to visit in France. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to put a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Go follow me on all my social medias because I just broke my leg. So that would be nice. Like even a PT follow. You can also support me on Patreon, so it will pay for the medical bills. And no matter what happens, have an amazing, wonderful day. Don't forget to smile, and bye-bye!